Kelly remake. Remake.
Folks, welcome to another edition of the Stack with Nat show. We are filming live today, not from our normal location, Stack in Daly's Pub, but we are at the Holiday Inn Express in Essington, PA. A big weekend. What do we call it? The EFI, the Electric Football
Extravaganza.
Essington Extravaganza. Well, we're back here, folks, to bring you that a great weekend, Stack.
Wrap-up show.
Yeah, wrap-up show. It was, how many games did you count?
I count 54
games total between the two leagues.
With 95% of them being NEFL games.
You mean NFL games?
NFL games, league games,
right.
And then NEFL's also a league.
Yeah.
But 95% of them were NEFL.
Right. NFL, with the NEFL playing about 5 or 6 games out of 50.
Right.
Before we jump into what happened here this weekend, a lot of stuff going on with the NFL, with the, pro football, with the free agency, and your boys, your Philadelphia Eagles traded Shady McCoy to the Jets. So that was shocking.
To Buffalo Bills.
Yes, right. Yeah, to the Buffalo Bills. Right. And that was shocking.
Then they cut and made a lot of cap space. They got rid of defensive end Trent Cole.
Right.
They got rid of the guard.
And Chip We Trust. Right. He already signed somewhere.
They got rid of their third tight end. They got rid of they just went crazy.
They went crazy. And Chip We Trust. Chip is building you guys the
Oregon 2.
The Philadelphia Ducks. Going to make them.
That's it.
Big news in Detroit. They lost their all-pro, all-world defensive tackle in Dominic Sue. He signed with the Dolphins in a mega deal. Just today, the day is Sunday, by the way, it's March the 8th. Chris Johnson, CK2K, got shot, I'm hearing, in a drive-by shooting. I forget where, I think it might have been in Florida. We got the March Madness.
Starting to heat up. Some boxing on this weekend?
Yeah, great fight. Well, not great fights. They were dominated by Thurman and Broner dominated their opponents. With the March Madness, I was talking to Jim Davis. The Hulk, he wants to get a little bracket going. Might,
awesome.
put a little money. Yeah, put a little money in it, make it a little more interesting. And I want to just give a quick shout out to our boy Darrell, who was here this weekend. His big tournament's coming up next month in Beltsville, Maryland. Capital City Clash tournament, TOC. So, if you can make that, we want to encourage everybody.
2 weight divisions. If you don't play 4.0, there will be a 3.3 tournament going on in parallel with the TOC tournament. So if you can make your way to Beltsville,
right? Come check it out.
Get a hold of Darrell. He still has. You can register and get your hotel room booked. Bring your family because there's sights to see in the Maryland area. DC is a hop, skip, and a jump away. So there's plenty to do. And let's face it, folks, we're heading into spring.
That's it. Yeah, the clock's already got set forward.
Thank God my iPhone fixed it because my car, forget it.
We was up to like 2 in this big room. That's where we shooting at, folks. We in the big room where all the action went. And we straightened up, but man, that carpet looks a mess. What was guys eating on the floor or something?
That's not too bad.
You seen worse, right?
I've seen worse, yeah.
But we're gonna Be right back, folks. And when we come back, we will get into the thick of the action. It was.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna pull any punches.
No.
And we can't start the show without our customary
right. Fist pump.
Stack with Nat fist pump.
Fist pump, right.
What are you drinking there?
Boom. Oh, what? Raise your glass, Stack. Another year at the Essington. Like I said, we wanted to get 50 games. We made it.
We did. We broke last year's record.
We had a lot of special guests that we'll get into. So, what you got, Stack? Got the Patron.
Got a little Patron.
Little Patron.
Dead Soldier. That bottle's empty.
Nationals got the Fireball. So,
here we go.
Shot. Kick off this show in style.
Salute.
Salute. Bottoms up.
We'll be right back.
Folks, we'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back to the Stack with Nat show.
Boom.
National in the house. My boy right here, Smokestack Scott. We're going to get you right back in up to date with the Essington Extravaganza. It's a big, this is our third year doing this, and we get this hotel, the Holiday Inn Express. All our travel coaches come, stay over, fellowship, fun. I mean, a lot of times before, in years past, we actually got a chance to get outside this hotel.
Didn't get a chance to
casino, we had grand thoughts of doing that, but once the plastic started cracking, Stack,
right,
nobody wanted to leave. It was just pedal to the
metal.
metal.
Some guests that we'll talk about, as we go through the show. But people made extraordinary sacrifice. The weather cooperated.
Yes, we got hit with that snow.
We had a guy that flew in on a business trip, took a shuttle over here. He lives in Allentown. He could have easily just said, "I'm going home."
Yeah.
He came back twice. We had
Steve.
2 guests from New York, 3 from New York.
Four. We had Hooper, who brought his mom, Mrs. Hooper.
Awesome guy. Awesome guy.
We had Morgan Scott come with his wife from New York. They came. And then Sebastian and Paul Garner, Dorian, both came in on the train from New York.
Guys.
So 4 coaches from the Big Apple.
Right. Anybody else that came out? Other than the
No, not
the
really.
Philly crowd.
Most everybody else that came
but it was great to see those guys, and I have to thank Kern for spending time with Paul Dorian. Scrimmaging, Baz made some purchases. They both left happy. In fact, they just called me. We were out to dinner, about a half hour ago. They were very grateful.
Gracious,
and thought that the event was very well run, and they had a great time. So that was good news.
Right. We had like Jim and Damon drove all the way from Detroit. Hulk brought his daughter and his grandson.
Yeah, that was great. Little Hulk.
Yeah, little Hulk.
So we settled in. Everybody got here safely, thank God, and the weather cooperated. Probably started playing games here Friday about 5 p.m. And then it went through 5 a.m. Okay, and we'll talk a little bit about Friday, and then as we go through the show, we'll break it down.
Right. We're gonna start with Friday games. Like I say, not everybody came in, but the guys who really wanted to get a lot of games in were our coaches from Detroit. Jim the Hulk Davis with his Philadelphia Eagles, and Damon Lucas.
Double-digit games.
Right, with his New York Jets. So they came with focus, mindset to get games in. So without further ado, we're going to get right into these games. And the first one I'm looking at on Friday evening with the Denver Broncos, Darrell Bavard over the Atlanta Falcons. 42-28 was a shootout. Guys were scoring touchdowns left and right.
It was 35-28. He was still in it, but Darrell has too much firepower. He comes out in the 5 wide.
His new squad.
He's got excellent receivers, and what a beautiful team. I took a video, which I'll upload to you later this week.
Right.
A very beautiful team.
All right, Jets. Damon Lucas came in 28-7 over the Arizona Cardinals. The Philadelphia Eagles also over the same Cardinals. Hugh Moore, Jim Davis, 24-0 or 24-10. Look, no, 24-0.
Right.
And you got tapped down there. They tapped out. So it was Jim was putting his foot on coaches this weekend when they threw. Keep it going. We had the Baltimore Ravens. Glenn Phoenix came into town. He beat Cliff Gibbs and his Redskins 21-14.
Kind of a mild upset, given how Cliff's been playing. But as we go through the weekend, you'll see Cliff got a rebound back. Glenn's been playing very well. He's got a great offensive team, good mind. It was good to see Glenn back in the fold.
Keep it moving. We had the Eagles. You're gonna hear, folks. You're gonna hear a lot of Eagles scores, a lot of Jets scores, a lot of Bears scores. Those guys got a lot of games in. We had the Philadelphia Eagles over the Falcons, 21-7. Big time matchup. Anytime these two get together, even in the NFL, the Bears and the Packers are a big matchup. Here, what do you say, Stack?
No place for women and children.
Life imitates art or whatever.
Exactly.
Art imitates life. This is a big heated rivalry. Andrew won the first matchup. Keith got his revenge today. This weekend on Friday, 24-14 over the Packers. It was a great game. Bears dominated from start to finish. Here go those Eagles again. 28-7 over the Ravens. Big Jim was balling on Friday night. And we had a big matchup. Two playoff teams from last year in the AFC. Damon Lucas and Will Young Money Chalmers.
Marquee matchup.
Marquee, right. Will beat him 21-7. Will, what more can you say about that kid? He is unbelievable. He's just good. I don't know what makes him good. You know, I haven't played him in a while. He's just good. So he did that. And then the last game of Friday that we had here, Stack, was a late one. Seattle. Jamie Harris and the Seattle Seahawks, 38-21 over Keith Chalmers and the Bears. So that was, like I said, that was two playoff games. Two playoff teams from last year in the NFC. Locked horns. Jamie's off to an unbelievable start. Almost running away with the division. So, folks, that was our Friday scores. When Stat come back, we will get into Saturday.
Where the fur was flying.
Oh, my goodness. I think we had like 30-something games maybe on
almost 36 games Saturday.
On Saturday. So, we will be back after a short break. Boom. Folks, welcome back to the Stack with Nash Show. We're here live in Essington at the Holiday Inn Express, wrapping up the big weekend, the Extravaganza here in Essington at the Holiday Inn. We are now at the Saturday where the plastic was cracking from 8 o'clock, I would say. After guys came down, they got their breakfast down in the lobby. We came back here in the big room where we're shooting at today, and it was wall-to-wall tables. I think we had about 15 games might have been going on at one time. It was nuts. It looked like a convention or something, but
easily.
just a league.
This is a spacious room. The hotel was very gracious guests. There was no trouble. I heard very few arguments. Everybody was very cordial.
Yeah.
Happy to see each other.
No arguments.
No,
right?
I mean, a couple heated things, but on balance, no.
No, it was all love.
Yeah, it was all love. Yeah, a lot of mutual respect.
So, without further ado, folks, keep this show going. Because like I said, we got a lot of games. We're just going to go through the scores here. Stack's going to give you some commentary on the marquee matchups or stuff that caught his eye. Here go those Eagles. Like I say, Jim Davis was in the house, and he got busy. Okay? I like saying he won every game. He was undefeated going into Saturday. He ran into his nemesis, Captain America, Joe Greco. He has Jim's number. I don't know what it is. It's not that Joe Greco is strong. Just matchup makes styles. That's why I love electric football. Those guys, great friends, great adversaries. They go at it. Jim finally tasted defeat in the Philly NFL. His good buddy Joe Greco took him down 29-15. It was a great game. Like I said, that was awesome. So that was a good. Then we keep it moving. We had Denver Denver got beat by the Saints 21-7. Yeah, that was a big game. Darrell moving over. He used to be in the NFC South Division,
right,
where he used to play Ephraim twice, but he moved over, and Ephraim got him again. We're going to go with the Colts and the Jags. Big time matchup. Creasy versus Young Money. William won the first matchup, gave Creasy his first loss in over 2 years. Creasy.
What's Bob Marley say? Redemption?
Redemption. He got him back. 20-15 Indy beat. Won the game. Keep moving. We had the Rams and the Bears. 26-10. Big Keith over David L. Keep it moving. We had the Dallas Cowboys in overtime. Who did they beat? The Browns. That's Tom.
Tom Johnson.
That's Tom Johnson. Was that who that was? Was that Dallas?
Yeah.
Wow. He played. Okay, Tom. That's two former NFL champions right there. Tom and Al Harvey playing. Game went to overtime. 20-14. Okay. Keep it moving. We had the Ravens, Glenn Phoenix in town, playing young Kenny King. You can't call him young no more. It's like a grown man. Like 27 years old. But Kenny pulled out the win, 20-14 over Glenn. That's a big win for the AFC West. He's getting a lot of push from Darrell out there. Then we had, Stack, I'm going to cut away from the NFL games, go right through these NFL games real quick, because we have 4 NFL games played on Saturday. I'm going to go through them real quick right now. We had the Eagles coached by Andy Champion. For a guy that just painted up his first team, he did an excellent job on those Eagles with his decals and stuff.
Pretty.
They were nice. Andy played his game against young Nafis Robinson, Kern's son, with the Texans. Nafis opened up a can on him, 35-7. So Andy, I talked to Andy. Andy said, you know, he was first real action. He was like, whoa, it was like a slap in the face. So and he said it was a good game.
Nafis is a veteran of the NFL. He's only playing in the NFL because of commitments with school and work.
Right. So
it's
no pushover.
I'd say that was a statement game.
He did. So we're going to keep going. We got the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. That's defending champion Will Travers against Coach Jack, who made the Final Four. Jack Thomas. 14-13. Will pulled it out. Dog fight. Our third NFL game of the day was the Broncos, Jack Thomas versus Andy Champion, 10-7, where you can see Andy tightened up a few things.
Little improvement.
He didn't get the win, but he showed improvement, and that's what, you know, electric football is about.
Exactly.
You know, getting
from
better
game to game,
getting improvement.
There was a fourth one. There's 2 more actually.
Here we go. This one right here. We got the Texans. This was a big matchup. You talk about a statement. This is not Feast playing the defending champ, Will Travers.
Wow, I didn't even see that game.
21-7. Nafis beat Will 21-7. So those were your 4 NFL games played on Saturday. We're going to keep it moving, Stack, right back into the Philly Saturday games and the NFL action. We got the Packers.
I think he skipped.
No, I was right here. Jacksonville.
Skins Eagles.
No.
You missed.
I missed that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's where you're at.
Oh, that's where I'm at.
Right.
Hope.
Let's work there.
They made Hope taste his own blood again.
Hope lost again?
He lost again.
What?
NFC East stepping up saying, you're not going to come in here and you're not going to just step over us.
So Cliff and Joe from the NFC East asserted their dominance.
I wouldn't say dominance.
To let Jim know that,
But how was they feeling afterwards? I heard they had a party.
I saw them in the hallway, and I was going to do an interview. Let's just say they had their swag on.
They had their swag.
They were walking around here like, you know.
Well, they ain't got. You did the little skit up here in the room that had the whole.
Should have been classic.
Damon's going to show you a little bit of the skit that he did.
Yeah, he's going to show you the real life skit. But Smokestack, they made him do a little bit of the skit impromptu in front of the room.
Oh my goodness!
And I have to say, I didn't know all the words to the song, but everyone knew where I was coming from. Even Cliff was laughing.
Oh,
and if Joe was here, I know he would have laughed too. They were really proud after those victories.
So that was okay. Cliff beat him. I called that game. I told Hulk that their styles would match up. Cliff would play him tough.
Who was home?
That's the thing. You know, Jim talks about his home field and how he likes playing. Cliff beat him on his board, and I talked to Hulk afterwards, and he was like, you know, much respect to him for doing that, beating him on his own board. So that was a big game.
Hulk's been giving Cliff a lot of praise as of late. If you remember back some of the other shows and you know, in our discussions. So yeah, Cliff's definitely no joke.
Stepping.
And I expect to see him in the postseason.
Keep it moving. Another marquee matchup. Young Money, Will Travers versus Andrew Stewart. Jacksonville versus the Packers. Game went to overtime. Will pulled it out 22-16. That was a good game. I helped ref it. Those guys, that's two of the best passers in the league. They were going there.
Classic.
Classic. It was classic
game. Worth the price of admission.
Keep it going. The Jets, Damon Lucas, over his division mate, Kern Robinson and Buffalo Bills, 21-7. We had the Browns at the Giants.
That was
Tom Johnson. Tom Johnson. Well, he lost. Tom lost to Joe Gregory. I would have picked Joe to win that game. He won it 17-7.
So Joe won another one, and rightly so. He definitely had his swag on after that game.
Yeah, after beating Tom.
And I think that's pretty much, that was it for Joe. Joe had some commitments.
Yeah, right. He took off.
But he came in with a purpose, and he got mission accomplished.
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah.
Then we had Keith Chalmers and his Bears versus Al Harvey and the Cowboys.
Another well-played game.
Well played. 31-28. Al Harvey pulls it out over Keith. Keep it moving.
And by this point, Andrew Stewart is starting to count up Keith's wins and losses.
Yeah.
And starting
He's
to
tallying
look at starting to look at that division with some promise.
Yeah.
But Keith is an old veteran coach. Doesn't matter if he's 9-7.
He doesn't get panicked. He doesn't panic.
No, he doesn't
panic. Keep it moving, folks. Like I said, Stack with Nash show here. Our Essington wrap up. Got the New York Jets. I tell you, Stack, I'm looking at Stack's hand right here. He is a sloppy hammer. I don't know what that says. Pitts. Gotcha. Folks, welcome back to the Stack with Nash show here in Essington. Boom.
That was
doing our wrap-up show. Stack, we thought we were done, Sarah. We flipped the page.
We played so late, we missed some games from Saturday, so we're going to go through them very quickly.
We're going to go real quick, like Stack said. We had the Browns at the Colts.
That was a beatdown.
That 35-14.
Mr. Creasy?
Creasy over Tom Johnson.
That was a rude awakening for the Browns. He had been playing well up until this point, but you'll see as he moves through, he actually redemption.
Jags, Will Chalmers over Jerry and the Patriots, 14-7.
Knowing Will, he probably showed mercy.
Then we had a big matchup. You know, everybody had talked, you know, Jim came into the Eagles NFC East. You know, Al has owned that division. And
that's right. This was a key NFC matchup.
Yeah, this was. It was the first time these two would play. And Jim and his Eagles looked like they dominated. I don't know. I can't speak on the game, but it was 16-6.
Eagles over Al.
Yeah.
I'll make a quick comment. I talked to some people during the game, and they said, "Look, Al, I've never seen him so focused and thinking and try to zone everything out." But all the analytics and all the mathematics in the world, you can't run a two-man defensive line against old Jim Davis, because he will find that he'll roll you around in flour until he finds a wet spot. And once he finds it, things get ugly. Okay? But 16-6 is a respectable game. But I think Al realized that he needed to do some work.
Right. Keep it going. NFL scores. We had the Patriots and the Seahawks.
Another.
They play them? Yeah, that's right. Because I'm in the NFC West. So Jamie over Jerry. 21-10. That looks like 21-10. That's your handwriting, Stack. Maybe that's Andrew. That's Andrew. That's 21-10.
Yeah, it could be 21-0 or 21. Let's say it's 21-10. Jamie's a gentleman. He probably showed some mercy too.
Okay, we got the Cleveland Browns 7 over the Steelers.
This was big.
That was division matchup.
Score was
7-0.
Cleveland. So Tom starting to pull together, and you'll hear more as we move through.
Big upset. Hugh Moore.
Got to give Hugh some credit.
This is his first win, right, of the season.
I think so. Yeah.
Hugh Moore and the Cardinals versus Keith Chalmers and the Bears.
Game started out 6-0. The Bears had 2 field goals. Hugh pulled it out in the second half and played 60 minutes. And this is to show what he can do. He was playing home.
Right.
So he was in the dark. So in the right color uniform. I call it an upset, but to Hugh, he just thinks it's vindication. You know, he's happy to be back in the hobby after 30 years. But my hat's off. Great game.
Good for him. Keep it going. Another division matchup in the AFC North. Bengals at the Ravens. Glenn Phoenix pulls it out 7-6 over Norris.
He squeezed that one out. So that must have been a very good game.
Saturday. Keep it. These still Saturday games.
You missed a Neffel game up
there. I'm going to go back to them. Saturday, NFC South Division. Brian Healy and his Falcons against young Ephraim and the Saints. Ephraim got the better of them, 27-17.
I'd say that was a beatdown.
Keep it going. Carolina, Ed Roche getting his first action and a tough way to start your season off. I mean, he hadn't been up in a while, so he's got a lot of catching up to do. Tough first game playing against the Eagles and Jim Davis, who had been rolling. 28-7. Jim prevails.
And Jim, being a gentleman, I can tell you that he didn't run the score up. And I was actually reffing this game and trying to work Ed through the kind of pace that he's going to need to play at. And Ed got frustrated, but Ed has a good team. I think Ed will, if he finishes out the season, will play very respectable ball.
Okay. Now getting in the late Saturday night. It was late. The Browns at the Eagles. Tom versus Jim. Tom had been, I don't know if he was looking for, he just wanted to, he had heard all the strength. It's like getting in there in the ring, them boxers against Mike Tyson. They say he hit hard, but how hard can he really hit?
Till you get hit.
Till you get hit.
And he got hit.
He got hit. Tom said it was a great game. You know what I mean? He lost 28-14. That was a good one. I wish I could have been watching it, but I couldn't. I got woke up. You came in our room. Keith want to play you. Keith want to play you. Remember, I was napping. I was going to try to sneak. I was going to try to just sneak through this weekend, maybe without playing, do all the organizing stuff. But Ed came in, woke me up, Keith want to play. Everything was working, Stag. Everything. 43-6. The Niners over the Bears. It was ugly.
I've never seen Keith so befuddled.
No, it was crazy.
It was ugly.
Everything was working. I was well rested.
And it was a late night game too.
Yeah, but it felt like it was
regular time
because I had got up from a good nap.
Right.
It was great. So that was a big win for me.
And there were
and like I said, we'll go back to this Neffel game. It was Jamani getting his first Neffel action. He had to wait a little bit for Kareem to show up, but they played. Kareem and the Cards against the Bengals went to overtime, 20-14. Kareem pulled it out. I guess
there was one more Neffel, two more Neffels over here.
Where? That's the same ones over here.
Oh, you got them from before. So you got this one, Peter?
Yeah, that's the Neffel. Get out of my book.
So we're good.
Folks, that's Saturday. That's right, bro. We're going to keep it going, folks, because at the end of the show, we got a special guest.
We have 9 more games today, Sunday.
That's where we at right now. This is the Stack with Nash show. It's Sunday. We're here in Essington at the Holiday Inn Express.
Boom.
Sunday. Sunday got going. Miami and the Jets. Like I said, you're going to hear a lot of Jets, a lot of Eagles games. Those guys came in from Detroit. Just want to thank them for that's a commitment coming from
absolute
play like that. So
great.
They win.
Great job.
Like I say, talk about commitment. That's Steve Toff and the Dolphins.
Went back to Allentown, came back Sunday morning.
So he was in Florida, caught a plane back to Philly, didn't go home to his family.
Took a shuttle
over here, played 2 games, left Saturday, went home,
and came back.
Come back.
That's
Sunday
commitment.
Morning.
That's commitment.
You got to take your hat off to that kind of commitment.
Well, you got his head taken off almost, according to this score.
Well, 18-6. I mean,
well, Damon's a gentleman. He's not gonna, and Damon did beat him early in the season.
Yeah, it was close.
But it was close.
Yeah, that was
7-6,
back in Philly.
10-7, something like that.
Opening weekend.
So Steve is definitely getting better. That's not a bad score. 18-6.
Here's your boy, your young protege, Kern, versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The spread was like 14 points.
Easy.
Jacksonville. Kern pulled a stunner.
Say it again.
Kern pulled the stunner. That's right. You heard it, folks. Kern beat William.
If you haven't changed your clocks back, you've been in the dark. Even a broken clock could be right twice a day.
He told me he was proud of himself. He said, "I got a big win today."
He's the 3rd lollipop killed. There's 3 of them, and we'll talk about that later. Kern is actually the 3rd one because he was proud.
I thought he lied. He was proud. He was strutting around.
He had a little swag.
He had a little swag.
Yeah.
He was happy. Good
and
for him.
The score was
28-20. Buffalo.
Over Jacksonville. What do you think happened to Will?
I don't know. We'll talk to him. We're going to get him on the show.
He hypnotized him or something?
He drugged him. He drugged him. All right, we're going to keep it moving. We got Denver at KC. Harold King came back with his Chiefs. He played Darrell. Darrell lit him up. 24-7.
And if you've been listening to the scores, Darrell had lost over the course of the weekend. 3 other games.
Mm-hmm.
And Darrell was not happy.
He wasn't.
All that money on that team, all that expense, all that base talent, he put it together.
He got it together.
He played a complete game.
Found his mojo.
And Harold actually came back Sunday.
Yeah.
Carried that big board up here.
Right.
Harold was frustrated.
Like I say, we're about 45 minutes, 40 minutes.
It's not easy. It doesn't sound like, we're around the corner. It isn't. It's tough to get here.
It is. Keep it moving, folks. This is the Stack with Nat wrap-up show from Essington. We're going over our Sunday games. We got the Eagles again. Jim the Hulk Davis against Ernie Grice and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 21-14. Looks
close
like
game.
Yeah, it looks good. That was a pretty good game.
And Ernie plays same defense as Al. Mm-hmm. It looks like it was a tougher game, but got to give Jim credit again. He found his...
He's doing what he got to do. They know he's going to run. You know what's coming.
Right.
He says stop. So,
and Toth played another game on Sunday.
Yeah, he played me.
Wow.
Called me out.
He did.
And I thought I was rolling. It was a dogfight.
Yeah, you were in a dogfight.
I was in a dogfight.
Your mane was ruffled?
Ruffled. Sometimes you get dirty. Everything gonna come out pretty.
It was like 14-14, 21-21.
Yeah, he wouldn't lay down.
He wouldn't lay down.
I said, this man all the way back to Allentown, come back, he gonna try to beat me like this?
Mm-hmm.
I was
What would have happened if that happened?
Well, the Jackals was out. They was all crowding around the table, want to get the clocks,
and then you pulled it out.
I did what I had to do.
You were smart in the last 40 seconds because you gave him the slow burn.
I did.
You know he was nervous, but you knew you either got to get the field goal or you needed.
Field goal would have won it. Yeah. I just wanted to take down the clock.
Slow burn. Don't leave him no time.
Because anything can. I left him 9 seconds.
Yeah.
So that was a good game. Steve was happy with himself.
He called you today.
Yeah, he texted me. Awesome game. I'm glad he's enjoying it. Like I said, it's his first season.
Tap. He played all the way.
He was in it the whole way. So.
And I understand he made some changes. And he
looked good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep it moving. We had Cincinnati, Norris McCraw against Jacksonville. Another game that went to overtime. Will got off the schneid. He got up from losing the Kern. He beat Norris in overtime, 20-14. Yeah, Will, I don't know. Guys is hanging with him.
Yeah, Bengals have a strong team.
They do.
Yeah, you missed a game up there, one above it.
Texans, right. The Texans at the
Bears.
At the Bears. That's right. That was Lorenzo against Keith Chalmers.
27-24.
No, 24. Was that 20? Is that 27?
Yeah, Bears.
20. Yeah, the Bears won. Keith pulls it out, 27-24 over Lorenzo. Okay. Jacksonville, like I said, beat Norris and the Bengals in overtime, 20-14. Then those same Texans played Damon. That game was exciting.
Dogfight. In fact, we were simulcasting.
Yeah, that
on
game was
Ustream
because we had 2 games going. We
Yeah.
had Keith. We had the rematch. Not Keith. We had the rematch. We had Jim and his Eagles versus Cliff and the Redskins.
Right.
Going
We ended up actually had some technical difficulty over there and switched the game over because this one was a barn burner.
Well, we wanted to see that. We wanted to see that. How it was in Washington.
Right.
It was a rematch.
Right.
But Jim just, he
took
was
care of
focused.
business.
He took care of business, and the game was just a chokeout. It was just a sleeper hole. And then right next door we had.
Just give the score since
13-0. Jim won.
He
Beat
tapped
Cliff.
too, didn't he?
He tapped. Yeah, think so.
And then I understand there was a transaction near the end of the game.
Let's not shortchange Damon and his Jets game. That game was back and forth. I think both teams had 3 kickoff returns apiece. They were back and forth.
Some fumble was a return or interception.
Pick 6. It was great. 44-41.
It was in the high 30s in the third quarter.
Yeah, the Jets pulled it out, but what a game that was. Like I said, we were Ustreaming the one game, and we had to leave because Jim was handling business.
Right.
All right? He was handling business. Folks, that was the Sunday. That was all of it. That was the Essington weekend wrapped up.
Unbelievable.
We snuck out for a bite to eat, and we coming back to give you the show. We're going to be back, right back.
We have a guest?
What?
We
got a guest. We got a special guest.
On this show?
On this show.
Live?
Live. Is it any other way?
I guess not.
Right. People want to be on the show.
They do.
We got a very special guest when we come back. Those were how many games stacked? 50 something?
18, 54 games.
54 games. You just heard the
We
score.
broke our record. Last year we had about 44, 43 games.
Something like that.
Yeah, and I suspect we might have missed 1 or 2 games.
We're going to find out. Yeah, we'll find out.
But
folks,
email.
that's the Stack with Nash show. To wrap up, we'll be back with our special guest. Thanks for coming. Folks, welcome back to the Stack with Nash show. I told you, Stack, we would have a special guest.
A what?
We got a big special guy. Incredible Hulk Jim Davis. Most guys would be a little nervous. Not Jim. Jim been on the radio, 5XL and
I tried to give him some prep before he came on. Jim's like, "What are you talking about? I'm a professional."
I'm a professional. Jim, we got to give you a fist bump.
Boom.
Boom. You got.
Boom.
Well, first I would like to say thank you for welcoming me to the Stat and Nat show. I enjoyed this weekend. First, I also want to give thanks to my lovely wife and my daughter, my grandson, and my road dog Damon for coming with me. I had a lot of fun, but it was tough. It was tough because I was battling this flu thing, bug, whatever you want to call it. I got, and I've been sick all weekend.
Yeah, we heard you hacking up.
And I apologize for that, but I love electric football so much that I dealt with that. Also dealing with the great competition in the NEFL. And to make I like to always say a long story short, but I like to talk. So it'd be a little longer than a short story.
No problem. You got that.
But first,
you got
A&W, Drink of Champions, especially superheroes.
Salute.
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 He ain't drinking our kind of stuff, but hey, the Hulk drinks
right.
what he want to drink.
But Friday. Okay, you want to ask me any questions?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Handle your business.
This is the show. We were going through the scores. People hear the Eagles and Jim Davis, a lot of games. How did you do it?
It was tough, but I love electric football.
Right.
And I can play. My wife can tell you, I can play electric football for 24 straight hours, nonstop. And that's what I just like to do. And enough coaches showed up to let me be able to play as many games as I needed to play.
I told you they would show. I said this. They might have been running when we first made the.
Oh, they were back. A lot of them backpedaled.
They did. They was like, whoa.
Until they was in the corner, they couldn't backpedal no more.
I said, Hulk, once they get to Essington, you can't go nowhere. They gonna play you.
And Jim was smart. He set his table up. You couldn't help but see Jim. He had it blocked off.
He did.
You literally could not get to the exit door without having to see Jim.
Well, he wanted to see everybody come in that door.
Right.
And want to know if they on my schedule, get over here.
Right.
So
that's right.
that was a great weekend, Jim. Any games stick out to you? You played how many games this weekend?
I played 11.
That's
11 games.
I went 9-2, and like I said, fighting this flu bug plus the great competition that's in the NFL. But I would just like to give a little recap because
go ahead.
I represent Philadelphia, brotherly love. But next year I will be representing Detroit Lions. But Friday it started off a little slow because I was waiting. But my first game was Healy and his Falcons, and I beat him 21-7. He tapped in the second quarter. Then I played Hugh, 24-0. He tapped in the third, which made it easy for me. And then I played Glenn, and it was 28-7, and he tapped at half. So them scores might be low, but if they would have played the whole game out, really, But I don't try to embarrass nobody, but I try to score every time I got the ball.
Right. Because like you said, with you trying to get so many games in, if you can put
get
that pressure,
yes.
That's
what I tried to do.
That was it, right.
So I really was looking for a couple more games Friday, but no one wanted to step up. So Saturday was my big day. Joe G, Greco, he with the Giants. I beat him in the first week when I came up here.
Your first ever game.
Yep, and he the first time I ever beat Joe.
And your first ever NFL game.
Yes,
yeah,
right.
So that was great.
And he said, "Come on, Jim, let's get it out the way." And I was ready. And I always respect Joe. He's a great coach and even nicer person.
Yeah, gentleman. Yeah.
Exactly. And we played a great game, but I will give it to him. I'm not used to the fumble rule yet.
Right.
I lost 4 fumbles against Joe. So that was hard. Joe's a good coach, and it's hard to beat him. Plus, you give the ball up 4 times. And,
right. That's tough.
I lost by 14. So, it is what it is. But Joe taught me something. And that's all I got to say about that because he's a good coach.
Right.
Then I turned around and Cliff. I was really wanting Cliff because Cliff was talking like little. He was walking around like a little swagger. You know,
Right.
You know, I did give him his little credit. You know, he's been playing great this year.
And he's been purchasing some bases. That man.
Hey, we'll talk about that later. But we went on and played. And
when did you play? Saturday you're talking or
Saturday.
Sunday?
It's Saturday.
I
you
played
played him
him.
twice.
I played him twice. I played him Saturday.
So the first game you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right on my field, on my home field.
On your field.
Beat me 21-14, but it was the worst game I ever coached. I had 4 lost fumbles and I threw an interception.
Wow.
So I had 5 turnovers and he only beat me by 7. So I was confident going into playing on his field. I said, that's not gonna happen again.
Right.
It couldn't. But I played him and first up 2 fumbles again and lost them both.
Right.
You know, so I was moving the ball but fumbled. Stop him, move the ball, fumble again. I said, okay, this cannot happen again. So I started really taking my time and cutting it off sooner before it even tackled me. Forget 2, it wasn't going to be 1. I'll just take the 6, 7 yards.
That's it.
Eat up the clock, move the ball. And like I said, so he ended up tapping out today in the third. It was 13-0. I was at like his 20-yard line getting ready to punch it in. He was like, you know what? Enough's enough. And I say, hey, I appreciate it. But getting back to that, but Saturday's game, okay, then I played Al. 16-6. Al is a very good coach.
Told you, he's good.
And me and him had one of the best games I ever played. It was fun, it was exciting, and he did what he had to do. I had to do what I would do. I was taking them 3 to 5 yards and just make sure I wasn't turning the ball over. I just stayed focused. And it was a good win for me.
Right.
Because I respect him. He's a NFL champion. And then I played North, Cincinnati Bengals. You know, he's strong, but he's not Hawk strong.
Right. That's what we were saying on the show.
Really? Okay, well, I wasn't in here then. But anyway, so he's strong. He got a real strong team, but he wasn't Hawk strong. And I prevailed 21-7 at half, and me and him played to a 0-0 second half.
Oh, wow.
But it was me, honestly, trying to just eat up the clock.
Right.
And he stopped me. Okay, good. Well, when he got the ball, I stopped him.
Home, right.
So that was cool. I was just trying to eat up the clock. So that was a good win for me. And then I played Ed Roach. It was 28-7. I was being a real nice guy to Ed.
Right.
I love Ed. I know he's been going through some things. Ed, I hope everything worked out great. But you was reffing that game.
Yeah.
Was I a nice guy?
Oh, absolutely.
Trust me, I love Ed.
You got Tom, too.
Right. I'm getting to Tom.
Oh.
Tom and Tom and Ernie was like ducking me all Saturday. Finally, Tom said, "Well, I'll play you." Me and Tom played. All I'm gonna say is, he is deadly with that quarterback.
Yeah.
That Reggie Rutledge quarterback.
Right. The
He's
game
throwing
changer.
over guy. I mean, tall guy. I'm like, he's gonna throw an interception, and he would go, boop, hit the guy right in the back.
Unbelievable.
And I'm like,
Had a little mini-me receiver on the outside.
I'm like, how can... Anyway, make the long story short, we played a great game. I respect him. He's a great champion. But I beat him 28-14. So like I said, he ain't Hawk strong.
Oh, no. Nobody.
So it was easy. It was a... just plowing them down the field like we planting corn or something. So that was an easy... I'm not going to say easy. It was a good win.
Right.
It was a quality win.
Right.
That was a quad, right.
We finished after 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. I
got into my room. My daughter say, "You about to go eat breakfast?" I said, "No, I'm just coming into the room." She said, "What?" I said, "Baby, I fell on the bed. If it couldn't have been an hour, 15 minutes, the alarm went off for me to get up."
Oh, my goodness.
And I was like, "You gotta be kidding me."
I remember texting you guys because I had left for a little inflatable ref one, and I was like 4 o'clock. Unplug that thing before you leave, and you guys texted back. I had slept. I fell asleep a little bit after 4. I got up the next morning. It was like at 5:01. And put the score on there. I was like, these guys are nuts.
Yeah, so that was a good win. Like I said, I was willing to play even longer. If it was somebody there to play,
Right.
Next up, let's go. So that was a good one. So now we're on to Sunday. I was supposed to play Al Harvey again.
Right.
His board was messed up, and he said, "Jim can do it." And I said, "Okay, no problem."
Right.
So, me and Al going to fight. I think it out for who's going to win the division.
Right.
That's simple. That's how I really think. Then it was my rematch with Cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Cliff or Ernie? Who did I play first? Ernie.
You played Ernie first.
I played Ernie first. So now, me and Ernie playing. Ernie tried to play the same defense that Al did, but he ain't got the speed that Al got.
Right.
So, and I don't think the strategy is a little different. It might be the philosophy the same, but the strategy ain't the same.
Right.
So we played good. I mean, it was 21-7, and I'm trying to play some prevent. He got a guy open, hit him, and he scored. You know, so that was, 21-14. Right, that was cool. Right. I never felt threatened, though.
Okay,
never.
Got you. Right.
You know, it was no problem.
You always had a score cushion with the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then I really wasn't worried if he even got the ball, because if I wanted to clamp down, I could.
Right.
Right. So now, big old Cliff coming up to me, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I want to give Cliff.
Swag on when he walked in.
He really did.
What?
Yeah, and he looked me in the eye like, he's a superhero.
Was he
He ain't superhero.
He ain't superhero, Corey.
No.
Now, I will give him his respect. He's having a great season.
Great season, yes.
And he beat me.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I lost 4 fumbles and an interception. That's 5 turnovers and I only lose by 7.
Right.
I said, oh, that ain't happening. But guess what? 2 turnovers in that game on Sunday.
See, I wasn't there.
He couldn't move the ball. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't worried.
Open guys,
yeah, but that's okay. The defense was always there.
He ain't a good thrower.
Right. Okay. So that's all I need to know.
Right.
So it was a good game, but I beat him 13-0, and he tapped in the third. I was on my way to about to score.
I know.
Early in the third.
It was my first possession. I got the ball in the third.
Right, he tapped.
Moved downfield, and he said, "Okay, Jim, enough's enough. Bring your bases out."
What?
He threw out about $50,000 on the board and said, "I just want them." I said, "Hey, what you want, brother?" You know,
you heard of Daniel Snyder at Washington tonight. Cliff Snyder showed up.
He did.
Wow.
Starting offensive line that was plowing them, give me them. The 2 best, strongest outside linebackers, give me them. The 1 middle linebacker, give them to me. The strongest fullback on my team, give them to me.
How many bases did you just name? That was almost 10 bases.
That's 9 bases.
And
let me see. 5,
he didn't
6, 7, 8, 9.
negotiate.
Yeah, that's 9. It was 9.
He didn't negotiate on price.
No, Jim
He paid top dollar.
Well, you don't negotiate Hulk base.
No hog base.
You don't negotiate.
No.
Do you negotiate when you go in a Lamborghini dealership?
No, there's no negotiation.
Do you negotiate Gucci?
No.
No. You do not negotiate. Hulk tells you what you
So
want
he
back.
laid down for 9 bases.
Well, we ain't gonna get into that. No thing. We won't call prices.
No. But I'm just telling you, now they will fear him.
You think, Jim?
Yes. Honestly, he already had a really good team.
Right.
But now he's gonna have Hulk team. It might not be all Hulk.
Right.
But with the strength that he already had and he's added, he's really gonna be tough to beat if he just if he learns. Mm-hmm. So what if you only get 3-4 yards of carry? 3-4 yards. 3-4 yards. Now you got a first down. 3-4 yards.
Okay.
But you might bust one.
You might. You saying he's playoff caliber with the purchases?
Yes.
Wow.
But you need more than just cleats. You gotta know how to coach your team.
Right.
So I already think he's a decent coach.
Right.
But once he learns how to coach the team that he will have now,
right,
and he put them bases at the right position, it's a done deal. I think 3 teams coming out of the East.
Wow, that's where I was getting at. No way.
Yeah, but I really do.
Give me a scenario.
Well, there's no scenario. He's saying Eagles, Cowboys, Redskins.
I'm saying, all right, say, Jim, you're now...
I'm 11-2, and I got the Lions, which is a victory. Tampa Bay is a victory. My only last game is against Al. Right. My worst record, I'll be 13-3 or 14-2.
How about who? So let's say who would be second? It's going to be either Giants.
That's going to come down between.
He's saying not no Giants.
No. It's going to come down between Al and Cliff, and they haven't played each other yet. So them are going to be some important games.
Wow.
So you're saying out of the West, the Niners or Seattle, there's no wild card coming out of that. It's just going to be the division winners all across the
3 playoff teams in the NFC East.
I mean,
you heard it here first.
Now, don't get me wrong. We
had the AFC South do that. We had Lomax, Creasy, and William all make the playoffs.
Okay. But don't get me wrong. If they're not focused, because it's easy to get unfocused, one of them will falter. Okay. But if they both stay focused and say they win the rest of their games, but they split against each other, they'll both make the playoffs.
All right, Jim, you answer his question. A little bit of a long answer, but we got what we wanted.
I'm sorry.
I have a question. 2 quick questions for you. I'll take 2 quick ones.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen the NFL top to bottom. You've been in the Great Lakes for many years. I'm not asking you to call out names, but generally from top to bottom, is the talent pool similar? Do you have some weaker foes in the Great Lakes and some strong competitive. How would you compare and contrast the two leagues?
Well, for one, it's two different kind of styles.
Mm-hmm.
Great Lakes, it's front of the base tackle.
In boxes.
In boxes, right.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I do like this style because it's the clock, and it puts a little pressure on you.
Right.
But in Great Lakes, it's clocks too, and they play a faster pace. Because once y'all cut the board off and you point at the receiver, now you can relax.
Right.
In the Great Lakes, it don't. Once you cut that board off, you got 20 seconds to throw the ball.
To throw the ball, right.
Period. So that's the difference. And also, like I said, the front part of the base on running plays. It's harder for me to run the ball here, even though y'all might think it's easy, but it's not. In the Great Lakes, I think the better base talent is still in the Great Lakes.
Right.
And you have...
Definitely.
Honestly, I can name... You got Ken Allen, Norbert, Greg, Jamel, me, Damon, and I could... Keith, Long... I mean, I could name some more. Them are some top-notch coaches. Y'all got some top-notch coaches here, but it's just a different style.
Right, yeah.
So I give credit to both leagues.
Right.
You know, would I pick one over there? No, because I like playing Electricfootball.
Right, I hear you.
Okay.
Next question.
My other question, actually I forgot it now, so I'll turn it back over to you.
Well, I mean, I ain't got nothing to say. Jim came out. We had a special guest with Jim.
I want to thank y'all again for having me. Like I said, I want to give thanks to my road dog, Damon.
Right.
You know, my daughter and my grandson.
He's our show producer. Like I say, without him, it's just me and
just
Stack
two guys talking
to the camera. He puts all the video and the pictures.
Happen.
He makes it happen. So your road dog is our road dog.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. Well, like I said, I'm in it because he's here.
Right.
I was coming just to support him, and then I get a call. Hey, you want to be Philly? What? Okay. You know, so...
Because I called, I said, is Jim serious? Because we took a shot on Norbert. Norbert played one game and then fell out, couldn't do it. And I was
Let me tell you something.
I said, he was like, yeah, Jim. Jim could have played last year. He was there every time I was there. He said, so I know he'll be there and he could dust it. That's all I need to hear.
You ain't never seen nobody play 9 games in one day.
That was a lot. Keith did it. Keith did it before.
Did he? Okay,
yeah,
that's a lot of games. And I probably could have played another one because I was sitting around for hours because Tom and Ernie was ducking me. I kept calling them out.
Right, you was tapping. You had that helps when you get guys tap out. You
right.
wasn't playing a lot of
You played 11 over the weekend.
Right.
Which I didn't think you would do. I thought we would get 9. He played 11.
Right. Well, he was having guys tapping out. Well, folks, like I say, thank you for joining. We told you we would have a special guest, and it don't get no bigger than the Hulk and Jim Davis coming in here to join me and Stack. So, Hulk, we glad you came in. Me and Stack are going to wrap up. We're going to hit the road. We know you and your daughter and grandson and Damon are staying another night here at the Holiday Inn. Thanks for coming, brother.
Hey, no problem. But like I said, I just want to say a few more things.
Absolutely.
I want to thank you for allowing me to play in the NEFL. Thank you for being on the show. But like I said, it's a bunch of great coaches here. I'm having so much fun. But always remember, there's nothing like Hawk strength. Superhero, baby. Hawk rule. Hawk smash. And I'm just happy. I think I'm in the playoffs. I don't know if I'm surely going to be in the playoffs.
He should be.
But
Corey don't want to just give you that right now.
Not yet.
No.
He knows.
Not yet.
Yeah, the playoff, I think he's in.
I
don't agree with you saying all of the wild cards are going to come from the
Okay,
NFC
I don't care.
East.
We talking about just me. Philly right now, baby.
Oh, yeah, you in.
I'm in. You think?
I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
like I said, I think I might win the division.
Mathematically, he's in.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
We ain't going to jump the gun, but we ready. All I know is
you came and you did
ready.
your thing.
But I had a fun time. Hawk smash, baby.
You showed
and representing Philadelphia. Finally, Philadelphia got a winning team. I hated looking at the stats and Philly always on the bottom. How can it be a Philly league with not a good Philly coach?
I know. Hey.
So who's taking over Philly next year, y'all?
Ooh, but look over your right shoulder.
These have been up. Now they're going to be back.
Oh, you're going to represent them, right?
I hope.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I'm saying it right now on camera. Hold on. Open up the wallet. I'll give you the game plan and show you how to win the game.
I'll just send you my box.
That's it. And a check.
Right. Oh, yeah, you better have a check. Or to sit right back. Hey, come pick up your box.
Yeah. Well, thank you again. I love the show. Keep watching the Stat and That show. Let's get it on. Philly represent NEFL, baby.
Hey, we got nothing else to say with that.
We can't top that.
Can't top that. The Stat.
Boom. Boom. Hulk rule, baby. All right.
Peace.
Wow.